Hi, we are at where? In COEX?
Coex, yes, Samsung.
What do we do today?
The conference,
Okay, what is that?
Teachers' Day conference.
Oh, teaching out of the box
Yes.
conference. Yay! Have fun.
When your students leave you, where do they go? Home, back to school. Okay? What do they study at school? English and probably maths, biology. Soup. Pizza, spaghetti, soup. Pizza, spaghetti, pizza, spaghetti, pizza, spaghetti, soup. All right? All right.
Okay, and the me together. Oh,
no.
okay. We are enjoying. Okay.
Oh, flyers, then about what?
With David's photo on there.
Oh, really? So looking for, thank you. So you are an illustrator or something? Yes. Oh, thank you. We need that kind of job. Oh, thank you very much. I'll give you more detailed information about David. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Of the start, I'm going to be your teacher again, okay? Should come back. David should come back home. On the another side, David should not come back home. Yeah. So they brainstorm all the possible excuses. Yeah. All the possible reasons that David should come and David should not come. And after that, the teacher assigned one student to become David, and all the class line up in two lines. Okay, making a tunnel. Okay. So this line should come, this line should not come, okay? And the teacher and the student, who David, one step forward, and the person said, David, don't come back. People hate you, blah, blah, blah. And then this, David, come back, your mother is crying, blah, 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 blah. David, blah, 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 blah. David, blah, blah. David, blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. And finally, David decided. Okay, that is thoughtful. All right. So people go through David's thinking process. So should I return or not? This activity you can also use not only for process dramas. Actually, the person who starts, you heard about process drama from me this time, first time, many of you. And then you cannot do whole process of process drama. It's very difficult. But the activities that they are introduced today, like roll on the wall, tableau, house sitting, mentor the expert, and this thought tunnel. These are all can be used separately after reading class. Okay? After the reading class, you can use as a post-reading activity those drama strategies in your classroom. Very, 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 very effective. Okay? And summary of the difference, semi-open. Okay? So now you experience some of process drama. Open communication, objective, fluency, authenticity, confidence, challenge, new classroom relationship. You agree? Yeah, process drama. Now you taste it a little bit. Organization. Naturally, usually begins with large group. You remember large group? But pair work and small group work as work continues. Agree? And, well, I saw small, yes? And context. Launched by teacher enroll and developed with students' input. Agree? Yes, very good. And roles generalized at first, become individualized, the student's own choice later. Agree? Yes. And decision negotiated by student. And teacher function enroll as model out of role, and they can give support and to provide resource and to challenge. Okay? Agree, everybody? Yes. That is process drama. And now, everybody knows TDLT, yeah? Task-based instruction. Task-based instruction. Is there anybody who doesn't know task-based? Probably all of you already know that what task-based. Jane Willis, who is very famous about the framework of TDLT, and now she changes her idea that only one single task doesn't have any special meaning in learning the language. And so a task-based lesson, everybody, this group was the best group in reading aloud, yeah? So only this group can read aloud and this quote, okay? Ready, go!
So a task-based lesson would probably involve not a single task, but a sequence of tasks. These tasks relate to one another. It involves a genuine exchange of meaning in which learners are required to process language for meaning. It also serves a priming function.
Yeah. So, process language for it also serves a priming function. So, TDLT, she doesn't talk about TDLT as a single task anymore. She's talking about sequencing tasks, which I have done so far, like sequencing all the drama techniques in and out of role, priming tasks, target task, priming task, target task. All the tasks were sequenced and make learners experience more in-depth in the story. Okay? Not fragmented context. So in process drama, students not only learn the language, but also they have a lot of opportunity to personalize, to express their ideas, their meaning and everything, and they can have a lot of chances to create a new identity, as you were given twice about you created as a villager, at the same time that later on you created an identity as a what? Volunteer, okay? So the students were given many more opportunity to what? To create an identity, an interesting identity which they really want to become, or sometimes they really want to experience, okay? So that is very, very similar to TDLT these days, Jane Willis and Dave Willis. I met Jane Willis in person in Master Conference. In Master Conference is International Material Development Conference, which is the president of Master Conference is my PhD supervisor, Dr. Brian Tomlinson. He is the pioneer of English materials development, you know. As my graduate school is in International Graduate School English. We have English Material Development Department, which is only one in the whole world. Okay? So Brian Tomlinson is my supervisor. So I went to the Master Conference. At that time it was in Liverpool. I go annually. At that year, Jane Willis came and she was in my presentation. And after the presentation, she came to me and she talked about the importance of sequencing tasks, the importance of text, and the importance. And she was really happy about my presentation, and then we talked about it. And I also presented about process drama in the other year in that conference, and many mature developers around the world and very famous people, including Brian Tomlinson, was in my presentation. Brian he knew a lot about my project because he was my supervisor. So he talked about, and oh, Teresa, now you became the I'm so happy to see you as now you are the guru of process drama. Oh my God, not too much. But anyway, yeah. So TBAT and process drama is quite related. Okay. And so recently I wrote a book chapter, international book chapter about process drama with clear and TBLT and text-driven approach. So I flipped that. So I try to connect using process drama techniques in those areas. Okay, so I did research about process drama using the challenging point about using process drama in Korea. So some people say that there is no given curriculum, and we have to have difficulties in finding topics. And teacher in Go is really challenging, and classroom management is very challenging, and motivating student to act is very challenging, and lack of drama experience and knowledge is very challenging. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. But interesting thing will be in my graduate school I have one course about drama techniques, and I'm mainly doing process drama. And all of my students, first moment, they were really like, oh, professor, I cannot do like you are doing. It's no. But they have to do more than twice the process drama as a micro teaching in the classroom. Oh my God. I'm so proud of my students. They created really interesting, the process drama with clear and process drama. They're doing, excellent dramas using, King Sejong's, so they King Sejong's area, and they going in and out of King Sejong's area and in contemporary area. Very, very interesting process dramas they're producing. I was like, oh my God, my creativity is, compared to my students' creativity is nothing. So when they do the process drama as a teacher, they're really good. So the first time they're really, but now they're. And an interesting thing was, I started process drama, this type of workshop, in 2007. Right after I finished my MA, I started to do, train teachers and everything. At the time, in our graduate school, there's an intensive teacher training program for a 6 months teacher training program. And I taught process drama and primary school teachers group and secondary school teachers group, yeah? And secondary school teachers group, at that time, 2007 and 8, they after taking the course, some teachers coming to me, oh Teresa, I really like your method. This is a wonderful method, but we cannot use it in our class. And their excuses are blah 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 blah. But you know what? From 2011 or 12 or something, NEET or something, I don't know. When I go many places, the teacher training program, and whenever I talk about process drama, nowadays, many teachers come to me with different reasons. With what reason? Oh, professor, can I contact you later? Can I use your material in my classroom? I really, really use this material in I really want to do it with my students. So nowadays, even 교육청, they're asking me, oh, I was looking around how to teach secondary school students English and with creativity, but I cannot find anybody. But I heard about you, but you're using a lot of creative activities. And so, the time changed. Everything changed. So now people realize that the importance of learning involvement, experience. Then now, this workshop, this Teachers' Day workshop even, the title is what? Experiential learning. Yeah? And they asked me to come. You see? So if you're interested in Google story drama, and you'll find out a lot of story dramas which is really similar versus drama. And for example, the dream eater, the story